Welcome back everyone to another Nuevo Pokemon League NBL Wi-Fi battle. We are in the third week of the NBL and I'll be showcasing one of the matches of the week. This match takes the spot for number 2 best match of the week. But before we get into the match, a little history about our two combatants scoring off from within the league and also based on their NBL score. Okay, so our first combatant is going to be Rod, who is currently the champion of the Nuevo Pokemon League. He is a pretty tough combatant all around and currently has a score of 1-1 in the NBL this season. Our second combatant is going to be Mahmoud, who is a newcomer to the league and currently has a score of 2-0 this season. Okay. Anyway, but before we get into the match, a little history. Oh, why am I saying this again? Anyway, before we get started, I want to do a quick analysis of the team and also explain why we chose this match to be featured for Battle of the Week. Okay. Anyway, Ruby is obviously Mahmoud. He's going to be using the Hydreigon, the special attacker, his Excadrill, possibly a Hazard Setter, and a physical attacker. Our Cloyster, which is going to be a Shell Smasher most likely, or a Skill Link. We got the Florges, which is going to be our special defensive tank, as well as possible a setup sweeper. Also, same thing with the Venusaur, and I believe Venusaur is his Mega of choice. I'm not 100% sure, but I do believe he is the Mega. And then we got the Quagsire, who is possibly the unaware Quagsire, which will not be affected by any boosting moves of the opponent. And on Rod's side, we got our Slowbro, which is possibly our Mega, as well as the Alakazam. Slowbro is known for his tankiness. Alakazam is known for a special attack. We got our Mamoswine, which is known for setting up hazards and also doing a tremendous amount of physical attack damage. Our Dolphin, which is our special, or not special, but our defensive tank. Our not Machro, but our Honchkrow, which is going to be doing probably defogging, possible Moxie boosting and whatnot. And then we finally have our Hawklucha, which is always known for physically sweeping entire teams once it is set up. Anyway, I chose this match basically just by looking at the teams. They're really they're pretty unique. I mean, there are a lot of repeated Pokemon in these teams, but I mean, there aren't a lot of people that use Honchkrow, for instance. And also, like I said, I think this is the Mega Slowbro, and I wanted to see this, and also the Mega-Venasaur, which is not a commonly used Pokemon nowadays. Anyway, without further ado, let's just hop right into this match. I do hope you enjoy it as much as we did. Okay, so Mahmoud's going to lead off with his Hydreigon, and Rod is going to come out with his Hawklucha, well known for its defeat over the Elite Four of the league. So with that being said, obviously this Hydreigon does not want to stand against this thing, and is going to go for the U-turn, but the red court forces out anyway, and Florges is dragged out because he is not able to switch into what he wants to switch into. But this also does work out for him because the Florges is a Fairy type. He uses Protect, predicting possibly the Acrobatics, which I'm not sure if it would have actually KO'd Florges or not, but Hawklucha is an extremely powerful Pokemon. Anyway, he's going to go into his Quagsire. Obviously not going to be affected by this boost from El Mancho. And El Mancho is hurt by this Rocky Helm. Anyway, seeing this Quagsire as a threat, El Mancho is just going to continue with his acrobatic attacks. Quagsire goes to the Scald here, and I believe does get the burn. Yes. So this is going to half El Mancho's attacking power, which is a very bad thing for him. So he goes for the high jump kick, trying to get as much damage off as possible, but it does jack squat against this amazingly defensive Quagsire. Anyway, the burn does take hold of El Mancho, and El Mancho does fall. So the sweeper is already stopped before it even gets started. Anyway, he's going to switch to his Alakazam, possibly having a energy ball or something of that nature that he can use, and he's going to go ahead and Mega Evolve against this Florges. And we don't see the Mega-Alakazam much these days either, so this is interesting to watch nonetheless. Anyway, the Mega-Zam is going to go for the substitute. And then he's going to go straight in for the Side Shock right after that, outspeeding the Florges, and doing an insane amount of damage with that crit. Florges survives literally with 1 HP and not even holding onto a Focus Sash, which is insane. Anyway, Alakazam is going to go for the safe play and use Shadow Ball just in case Florges does want to switch out. And it does not. It takes the hit and it falls. Now, Mahmoud's going to go out to his Hydreigon to fear out this Alakazam. Alakazam obviously doesn't have anything that can hurt this thing, since I don't believe it has Focus Blast or anything like that. So Hydreigon's going to use its Dragon Pulse to get a pretty decent chunk amount of damage off on this Dolphang, but he does want to switch out, not want to take any type of Ice Shard. Dolphang goes for the knockoff. Unfortunately, this Venusaur is a Mega Venusaur, so he does not get the knockoff bonus at all. Hibiscus is going to Mega Evolve and then go for the Giga Drain, which is going to KO this Dolphang no problem. Anyway, without having much other option, he's going to switch into his Honchkrow to try to fear out this Venusaur, and he does succeed with this. Now Quagsire takes the field once more, and Honchkrow is going to go straight in for a Brave Bird. This Brave Bird does manage to KO this Quagsire no problem, which is insanely powerful. Now Honchkrow does get the Moxie boost, and its attack is raised. Unfortunately, it is carrying the Life Orb, so just from that one attack, it is down to 50% of its original health. Of course, you're going to come in with the Shell Smash, lead it vulnerable to the Honchkrow's attack next turn to take quite a lot of damage, and Honchkrow is going to go for another Brave Bird. This Brave Bird does knock it down to his Focus Sash, but Cloyster is not too afraid. This is going to try to go for Ice Shard, I believe. However, okay, so it does go for the Ice Shard, and it does manage to knock out this Honchkrow. I was trying to remember if Honchkrow had Sucker Punch or anything of that nature, but I think that the priority is going to go before it. Not 100% sure on that right now. Anyway, he's going to come out to his own Ice/Ground type, and he's just going to set up the Stealth Rocks on this Cloyster, which I'm assuming this guy is Sash. Anyway, the Mammal Slash is going to go for the Ice Shard, being able to knock this thing out no problem. Anyway, Mammal's going to switch back into his Hibiscus, take a little bit of Stealth Rock damage, but it doesn't really phase it much. With Thick Fat, he's not going to take much damage at all from Ice Attack, so Rod is forced to switch out his Mammal Swine and then to go into his Slowbro, which is going to take a ton of damage from this Giga Drain. So it looks like he's running out of options at this point, because the Slowbro does go down. With not many options left, he's going to switch back into his Alakazam and take his Thick Fat ability, fearing out the Mega Venusaur, which does not want to take a Side Shock from this thing. And then he goes straight back into his Hydreigon. Anyway, he's going to hide behind a substitute, and while Hydreigon goes for this Dark Pulse. Next, Alakazam is just going to go for the Shadow Ball because he doesn't have anything else that he can hit this Hydreigon with, and that's the problem with not carrying Focus Blast and carrying Substitute over that. That being said, Rod is going to have to switch out and go into his Mammal Swine. I'm not sure exactly why he did this at this point. I would have just allowed the Alakazam to die and just tried to get the Ice Shard or Ice Attack off on this Hydreigon. Anyway, he comes in with his Excadrill on this turn. I'm assuming it has the air balloon. Yep. So he's not going to be hit by an earthquake or anything like that. He does take this ice shard, but he takes it pretty well. Next Excadrill is going to outspeed the Mammoth Swine to KO it with the earthquake. Alakazam being his last Pokemon, he switches back into it. Copies the Mold Breaker ability. And does go for the Shadow Ball. The Shadow Ball is not able to KO Excadrill, and Excadrill is able to take out this Alakazam with an Earthquake. Okay. Anyway, Mahmoud does defeat Rod in this battle. He defeats the champion of the Pokemon League, which is ironic, in the NBL match this week. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share this video. Comment below what your thoughts were on the battle and what you'd like to see more of. Anyway, thanks again for watching. I'll see you guys next week.